At first glance, the humble kebab and curry pins its culinary colours to the mast as unambiguously as a burger barn. No need to try to imagine what's going on in there. However, thankfully, that lack of imagination comes to a screeching halt at the doorstep, with an impressively diverse menu drawing interestingly from the various ethnic and geographically influenced dishes that make up the Pakistani cuisine. Okay, so we're here at the Curry and Kebab, which is in Bel Air in Manila, and I've just got a menu. And for any of you who follow me on Facebook, on Marshall Butters Vlogs, I came here on Wednesday, a couple of days ago, and had the aloo palak, which is a spinach, a really delicious spinach and tomato with potato and lots of spices and chili and a garlic naan, and it was just absolutely delicious. So I want to try something a bit different this time, and a little bit later on I'll introduce you to the manager, Najim, who's Afghani and has lived in Pakistan for a very long time, and we'll talk a little bit more about the food. Okay, so with me I have Najim, who's the manager of this place. Thank you for giving me some of your time. We were just talking before, and I said to Najim's from Afghanistan, but he lived in Pakistan for a long time, didn't you?
More than 25 years.
Right, more than 25 years. So he really knows what he's talking about. And I said, so what is Pakistani food? Because Pakistan, if you know the history, was born out of India in 1947. That northern part of India became Pakistan for Muslim Indian people who are now Pakistanis. So what is the difference? Well, no, let's just say the question is, what is Pakistani food?
Pakistanis really love foods with meat. So whether it's lamb, it's mutton, which is goat, and beef. Rarely eat also chicken as well, but they really love beef and mutton, and that's why they have varieties of like barbecues, and then the curries, and then they have the biryanis.
Right. And so you were saying before that Pakistani people eat a lot more meat than Indian people.
Oh yes.
And why is that?
There are more Hindus in India, so that's why the more than 70 to 80% of the population of the whole India, they religiously they never eat beef, for example, and most of the 80% they're vegans or vegetarians.
Right. So I understand that. Yeah. Right. So Pakistani people are eating a lot more meat, and so it's a heavily meat-based cuisine.
Yes.
So how influenced is Pakistan regionally, given that it borders on India, China, Afghanistan and Iran? How influenced by those countries and those cuisines is Pakistani food?
Because Pakistan was fully part of India before 1947, not Afghanistan. So that's why Afghanistan and Iran was in one time it was also one country. So Afghanistan was departed from Iran. So they also eat meat, but they don't have lots of spices. Afghan and Iranians and even the Central Asian countries like Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, these countries. So Pakistanis are very famous for their foods just because they eat lots of meat dishes, and then they use lots of spices.
Yes, right.
Not only the chili, they have lots of other herbals they use with their foods.
I love chili.
Oh yes,
but so, I'm like you. I can't eat.
But still,
much.
even the Afghan people, which more than 3 million refugees were staying in Pakistan. The generation grown up there, when they were back in Afghanistan, they can't eat Afghan food. They're addicted with Pakistani food.
So Afghan
They
food's
love
too bland.
Exactly.
Right, okay, that's
So that's why
interesting. Pakistan is famous for its very spicy, hot chili food.
Honestly, if I tell you, Pakistani still are not the most users of the spices compared to India. India uses red and green chilies more than any other country in the
Oh,
world.
really? All right, so when I was here on Wednesday, I was talking about the biryani,
Oh,
which is a very Pakistani
yes,
sort of
yes.
dish. And I was told that in this restaurant here, you have 3 levels of spice.
yes.
So you have just
yes.
the basic, then there's the
yes.
medium,
Yeah,
and then there's the really spicy.
Oh yes, even 4 to 5 levels. We have 0 spicy.
Oh,
We can make it mild spicy.
Okay.
We can also make it
So
medium.
if you eat a biryani here, what level do you
For me,
eat?
medium. For me, medium.
That's a medium.
Even in the medium, sir, there is lots of spices.
Yeah.
because
I
it's medium with the level of the
Okay.
Pakistani taste.
All right, I think that's
But
what I'll
for
get.
Filipinos, always I suggest them to eat mild.
When you said that mutton, did you
Yes.
say mutton? Well, mutton's lamb, yeah?
It's actually goat.
It's goat.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then can I order a mutton biryani?
Sure.
It isn't an easy job to make a menu selection, but I'm doing my best with the help of restaurant manager Najim. Najim suggests that I have a beef shank nihari and that he'll include the most appropriate bread with it for me to try. He also makes some executive decisions while talking to the chef, which results in an exquisite smorgasbord of curried, char-grilled and tandoori-baked Pakistani food. How he imagined I could eat it all, I have no idea. Well, shall we start with that?
Sure.
It sounds like it'll probably be a lot.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with that. This is the biryani. That's the
It's the
biryani.
mutton biryanis.
Mutton biryani.
It's the beef nihari.
Beef nihari. And so this is a medium spice.
Yeah.
And this is a...
Beef nihari, mild, spicy by default. Yes.
That's mild spicy as well.
And then we have the barbecue rice. This is the malai, which is marinated with cream. And this one is beef Afghani.
Wow.
Yes. It's
Fantastic.
grilled tomato.
So sorry, this one is the marinated,
With cream. Yes. This is chicken.
and this is a
This
sausage,
is beef. Yes. This is the ground meat.
a beef
The
sausage,
minced
right?
meat. And then we've got the chicken tikka, which is called chicken tandoori as well.
That's a chicken tikka, chicken tandoori,
Yes, also
and we have, this is a naan,
it's the rohani naan.
roti naan,
Rohani naan.
rohani naan,
Yes.
which is a plain naan.
Yeah, this one is the plain tandoori roti.
And that's a plain tandoori roti.
Then we have got the raita. It's called raita. It's yogurt with chaat masala.
Uh-huh.
And then we have the mint
That can go there.
green chutney.
The mint
It's a
green
mint
chutney.
leaf. Yeah, mint leaves, a tamarind, onion.
Oh, wow. It's a feast.
And then the plates is here.
Okay. This is so much food. It's just fantastic. I have a plate, but I don't have room to put it on the table. So what I'll do is eat from each dish. So this is the biryani, and it's a medium spicy biryani. Oh, absolutely delicious. Some of the plain naan bread into the mint dip. That mint dip is really organic. It's a really organic, visceral mint taste. This is a beef. And the reason he's given me this is because you use the bread to eat the dish with. If it comes with rice, you only eat it like that, with rice. If it comes without, you use this. Dip in. Oh. Progress report. It's just one of the best meals I have ever had. Everything's delicious. This Afghan ground beef kebab is sensational. My goat biryani. As I sniff and groan and burp my way through the meal, I hear someone from another table say, "Oh, everyone's a vlogger these days." It's surely enough for 2 people. Oh. I can't eat anymore. And the gym said that I should leave some room for a cup of tea. And I think maybe I've got enough room for a cup of tea. But I'll see if he'll bundle this up for me and I'll take it home, because it's just fantastic. Oh, which reminds me, I have to send a hello to Alex in Abu Dhabi and everybody else watching in Abu Dhabi. Thank you, subscribers. That massive meal was including a tip, or including service, 1,000. And that was probably enough food for maybe 4 people. Boy, I'm so full. And I stand by what I said before. That was one of the most delicious meals I've ever had. Oh, it was absolutely lovely. But I've eaten too much. I'm absolutely full.